Alright, y'all. There it is. Outlaw Tacos. You want to know how to make that? Stick around. It's going to be good.
Welcome to Dirt Road Grill and Barbecue. Just good fire, good smoke, and food done true. I'm Tim Dirt Road Demon, if you know the name. With my brother Jason, we run this flame. We keep it simple, take it slow. Let the smoke and the flavor do the show. So grab you a seat, grab you a plate, kick back a while, y'all gonna eat great. Ain't nothing fancy, just the way we were raised. Cast iron, open flame, and we smoke for days. You'll see us try to mess it up, then get it right. Learning as we go, just chasing that perfect bite. From slow smoke meats to a skillet on the stove. If it's worth cooking, we're giving it a go. Some of it's simple, some of it takes time, but good food's worth it every single time. So whether you're cooking or just along for the ride, there's always room for you right here by our side.
Alright, y'all, we are going to make Outlaw Tacos, and it all started a while ago. We found this at the store and we always wanted to try them, so we did it and they were amazing. Well, then we decided, why not zhuzh it up a little bit? So then we started adding au jus to it, and it just brought it to a whole new other ballpark. So I'm going to show y'all how to make Outlaw Tacos, and not only am I going to show y'all how to make that, but I'm going to show y'all how to take this one dinner and it's going to turn it into 3. So y'all going to stick around for that, because that's going to be coming later. So the first thing we're going to do is, I took an onion and I cut it up. And I kind of like to leave them in chunks. You can do them in whatever size that you want, but I don't really, they kind of get smaller, so big chunks is kind of the best way to go. And some of my crew ain't big on onion, so if I can pick it out for the kids, that's normally what I do. So just big chunks like that. And then you have a giant piece of meat. Okay, so you can use chuck roast. This is a shoulder roast because it is what our meat market had, and they were very sweet and very accommodating. So what we're going to do is, it tends to work out better if you cut this up and put this in chunks inside of the crock pot. So that's what we're going to do. Now, you're going to go by the directions on the back of the box. And literally what you're going to, actually I do it a little bit differently. This cream sauce, they tell you to save it at the end and put it on your taco and your free taco stuff. You can do that. I don't. I put it in there with all of that. Just for some reason, all the flavors together just mix very well. And my kids don't like this stuff, and it's kind of very strong in my opinion. So I put it in there and it kind of just settles in everything. But you can do it and save it at the end however you want. Okay. 1.5 cups of water. And actually, you know what, it'd probably be smarter if I mixed all this in the crock pot first and then put it in, because you got to dissolve seasonings. So, cut this. I'm going to dump that in there. And then I'm going to cut this. And I like the Kinders. You can get any brand of the au jus that you want, but this one just has a amazing flavor, and there's not as much junk in it. If you read the ingredients on the back of packages, which is something we've started doing in our house, I could pronounce all these. So in my opinion, that's a little bit better than mine. Okay.
We ain't perfect.
We ain't perfect by no means. And like I said, y'all can save this for the end and put it on there when you start like putting everything together. But We tried it like that the first time, and I just thought it was very strong. A little goes a long way. I don't know, the second time I did it, I put it inside there, and it was amazing. So, we're going to do that, and then I'm going to get my whisk, and we're going to whisk all this around till all of it is blended and mixed together. Just like that. Okay, so all that's mixed together and became one, and they're friends. And then we're going to shove all this in there. And it's kind of like a puzzle. You kind of got to like mold them in.
Make sure they're big chunks.
Make sure they're big chunks. And then we're going to throw some of this onion in there. So it gets down in there too. Yeah, that's a lot of meat. But like I said, all this is going to cook down. All this is going to become one. And this is going to be 3 dinners, y'all. We're going to turn this one $30 meal right here into 3 dinners. Now, there will be a couple other components you have to add with it from the store, but...
She means the main protein.
But yeah, this is your base. This is your main protein. This is going to be your start of getting everything else going. Okay.
That's going to be your main dinner.
We're going to show you how to take these and make them into tacos tonight, then enchiladas, then into halfway between a shotgun popper and like just a stuffed pepper.
Yes.
That we're going to use the leftover meat with cheese and stuff, either poblanos or bell peppers or both. You never fucking know with us.
Honestly, yeah, why not do all 3? Let's go big or go home. Okay, so all that is in there. And it is going to cook low and slow for 8 hours. We're going to pop the lid on as soon as I wipe my mess up. Okay. We're going to pop that on. And we're going to let her cook for 8 hours. So, it's done. We're going to see what's... Yeah, this is how you do it. Okay. My kitchen, my whole house has smelled so good for the last 6.5 hours. We have been starving to death smelling this thing. Okay, so everything is cooked. What we're going to do is we're going to pull all this meat out and put it in another bowl because we are going to shred it up. And you can bring some onions in there. I do. This will probably be the only time y'all ever see me scoop something out of something or into something because I'm a dumper. And the reason why that ain't happening is because this thing's hot. Okay. Alright. We got all the ginormous chunks out. And then we're going to pull it apart. I've been told a blender works really good to shred up like beef and chicken and stuff. I've never done it. I've always kind of just used a fork, mainly because it was one less thing to have to wash. But you do you, boo. Okay, well, I have like stabbed everything and somewhat stirred, and I'm pretty sure all of this is now all broke up. Okay. Okay. There it is. Gosh, it smells so good. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this juice and put it in here, and we're going to start assembling everything up. That shredded up, we're going to bring all these onions out. I didn't do it earlier because I didn't want them getting all ripped up with the meat because they are super soft too. So, because this broth is one of the best parts. you're going to dip the taco inside this stuff. If you know, you know. I didn't know up until about 2 months ago. Okay, there it is. Okay, now we are going to start assembling everything. And it is kind of a fast process. Once you get going, you kind of, a lot going on. Okay. So, I have some flour tortillas. I have my meat. I already made some rice earlier. It was just rice-a-roni, Mexican style rice. I just followed the directions on the box. I shredded up some pepper jack cheese and some mild cheddar cheese. And there's some mozzarella in there as well. We are going to get this pan going. I have some cilantro that we're going to put in there as well. You take your tortilla and you're going to put it inside of this. Be very careful, it is hot. You kind of got to do it fast. And then you throw it in there. You take a little bit of cheese and put it on the bottom. That way your cheese, you kind of do it 2 layers. That way it kind of holds all your meat in. You're going to put meat. Sprinkle some cilantro. And we like a good amount of meat inside of ours. We are carnivores. And then you're going to take more cheese, just like that. And then people who are organized have a spatula right there with them. But that's not me, so scrambling. You're going to take this. You're going to fold this over. And you're going to brown it on both sides. Now, I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. And all of that is going to melt. These things are so addicting. Just like that.
Y'all talking about fucking good? Mm-hmm.
All right. And that is one down. And then you literally just repeat the process for however many you make. I normally make about 2 for him. I make 2 for me and 1 for my daughter, and me and her usually half the other one of mine. But usually 2 of them is good for about a person, one to 2. But it depends on how big they are and how big your tortilla shells are too. They do make smaller ones. The ones that actually came in the box were smaller. But I bought these because I like the bigger ones. Like I said, we like a lot of meat. So. And then you repeat it. Cheese on the bottom. Bring your meat in. Just some of that onion in there. Cilantro. More cheese because cheese makes everything better. Me and my girl Texas Lace, we are the same on that one. We love cheese. There is no such thing as too much cheese. We got the last one. I am fitting to pull it out of the skillet. And I've already got everybody's on their plate. Well, look at there. Okay. Alright. And all that is done and put together. This is what the plates look like. That is the rice. Like I said, that was in there. My husband had a genius idea of taking some of this juice and putting in the rice. We tested it. I thought it was pretty dang good. So that's an idea. And then we scoop some of that juice out of the crock pot and put it in a bowl because, like I said, you're going to take this and you're going to dip it in that and eat it. So that is Outlaw Tacos, y'all. I think y'all should try them. They are freaking amazing. Like I said, the rice. We good on that? I mopped the floor, so I'm not going to do this whole little transaction right here, and it's still really freaking hot. So, try it out. Put in the comments below what y'all think about it. Give me some ideas. Tell me something else that y'all think I could put in here to see what else we can do with it. Bye, y'all. So, this is all of our meat that we had left. Okay. Now, we don't want all of this juice in there because it'd be way too watery, but we want some of this in here because it's going to sit in the fridge overnight, and tomorrow I am making enchiladas out of all of this. So we want all this flavor in there, so it makes it just that much good. So we're going to scoop out about that much more. We're going to stir it around. And it's really simple to do. That's why I love making these Outlaw Tacos, is because you get 2-3 more dinners out of this. And it goes so far. Okay. Do a little bit more because this is going to soak up overnight in the fridge. And tomorrow, we're going to pull this back out. I'm going to cover it with tinfoil. We're going to pull it back out tomorrow. And I am going to show you how we are going to turn this into enchiladas. Alright. Just like that. You want it wet but not submerged. You just want where everything's wet and really moist. Kind of like pulled pork when you're doing like pulled pork sandwiches. Alright. So that's the prep work after that's done for the enchiladas. And I will see y'all tomorrow. And we'll put everything together and we'll show you how we turn Outlaw Tacos into Outlaw Enchiladas. Bye, y'all.